She says, quote, "They told her she couldn't play cricket as a young girl, like her brothers could, and to not bother going to university." She doesn't say who they are, but she doesn't need to, because that sort of sexism died in Australia years ago, so it's not us. 59% of university students in Australia are female, and women's sport has been increasingly professional for decades. They are clearly the mullahs and other religious patriarchs she left behind in the misogynist Islamic Republic of Pakistan. She's lucky Australians never tried to prevent her pursuing her dreams, but it would have been nice of her to acknowledge that. She also says in the video,
"They told me to go back to where I came from, but I stayed, and my family built a life here."
Built a life that would have been impossible to build back in Pakistan, I'm guessing. On Alan Jones's show last night, Senator Hanson acknowledged that Australia did have a racist past, but we were dealing with it. We were, she said, getting over the hump of racism that is part of our past. But you don't solve racism with racism towards white people or by falsely accusing a beloved monarch of crimes she never committed. Neither do you solve Indigenous disadvantage with, as Senator Faruqi suggests, a treaty. You'd think that members of the Senate would understand that it is ludicrous for a nation to sign a treaty with a select minority of its own citizens. How on earth would that work? Who would sign it? What would it say? Would there be reparations involved? If so, would people of mixed Indigenous heritage receive or pay these reparations? Would the responsibility for reparations extend to recent migrants, like Faruqi herself? Decades of cultural complacency have created a situation where a member of the Australian Senate can denigrate the institutions and traditions that made her own life, so free and prosperous. You don't need to be a member of the aristocracy to be offended by Senator Faruqi's remarks. You just need to be grateful to live in a country that is one of the happiest, most welcoming places in human history. Senator Faruqi is not alone in deliberately targeting our traditions. This afternoon, another Green senator, Lydia Thorpe, posted a tweet about the death of the great Aboriginal actor, Uncle Jack Charles. In the tweet, she said, quote, "We've lost our king," unquote. The snide reference to the royal family was abundantly clear. Meanwhile, Thorpe's actual king, Charles III, said upon acceding to the throne on Friday, quote, "Wherever you may live in the United Kingdom or in the realms and territories across the world, and whatever may be your background or beliefs, I shall endeavour to serve you with loyalty, respect and love as I have done throughout my life," unquote. Wherever you live and whatever your background or beliefs. What does it say about Faruqi and Thorpe and their ilk that they reject the familial humanist bonds of affection in the Commonwealth but refuse to leave?